All right, I'm back. So picking up here, let's see, I'm just going to close my panel over there, give me a little more room here to work. For some reason, yeah, there we go. Let's go, let's turn perspective back off, and I'm going to hide the floor. And what I want to do is make a copy of this tube and then scale it up and use the inside of it to make some fibers. So with the tube selected, I'm going to duplicate it, and then with that selected, let's hide the other one. I'm going to switch out to here and get my scale tool, and I'm going to scale this thing out till it encompasses kind of right out there at the very edge. Let me undo that and get zoomed in here so it's easy to get it right out on the edge. All right, that looks pretty good. And then you'll notice that, yeah, it scaled it out along the Z-axis as well. So what we'll do there is pull this like that, and then press W to get the move tool, and then grab the end here and hold shift and scale it in until it kind of reaches the, in fact I want to pull it a little bit over those. Yeah, that should, we'll see how that does. So now what I want to do is make a roller as if it's got some paint on it. And in fact, since now that I'm thinking about that, I'm going to grab my scale tool. Let's scale it back in just a bit, so that, because it's with paint on it, it's going to smoosh down a little bit. So you know, this piece will be a little bit thinner. All right, let's try that and let's see how it looks out on the end in case I need, I need to scale it back out. So let's do that. Switch to the move tool, hold shift, and scale it out past that a little bit. All right, yeah, that looks good. Shift F to show the polyframes, hold control, and let's see, what would be the best way to get the inside of this thing? All right, so it looks like, yeah, I think doing it this way from the end first will do it. So what I want to do is come around to a side view, looking down the Z-axis, and switch to my mask circle brush. Let's see if I still got, yeah, square and center on. And let's see, let's put that to draw mode, and I'm going to turn the floor on because that helps me see the middle of this thing. So just kind of place my cursor about there, draw that out, only go halfway so that I'm masking just the inside, and let's hide the roller so we can see that a little better. So that's got all the all on the inside, and now I'm going to switch back to the mask pen mode and Control Alt and drag it off the ends here, so that, yeah, it's just got the inside of that thing. You could try rolling this thing over if you wanted to. In fact, you may be able to mask and then scale that in and get slightly better results out of this. I'm just going to do this fairly quickly, though. If I have time, I'll try to make another one of these and do that. But right now, I'm just going to kind of use it as is. So with that done, what I want to do is come down to my Fibermesh down here, and let's open up the modifiers, turn on preview, and it should be at its previous settings. Yeah, that looks about right. So that's good. Let's see about unhiding the first tube. Make sure it is falling somewhere in there. Let's hide those fibers so those don't interfere with us. There it is, yeah. So yeah, our fibers are hitting, they're not, as long as they're not penetrating through it, that's good. Okay, so that all looks good. So let's hide the inner tube there and come down and just make sure we're getting what we think we are. What we want this time is, we can pretty much leave this all the same, but what we want to do is reverse the tip and scale. So in this case, I want my root. Actually, no, I do not need it. In fact, yeah, I don't need to do anything because these things are now pointing inwards. So yeah, this is all quite good. So let's do an accept and see what we get. Yes, and then let's hide the outer tube and back off to this and show the inner tube, and let's render these, and or go to perspective and then render these. See, we've got a much more defined edge along there. These should look more like they have paint on them, and they're clumped a little bit, because they'll be wider. Sorry, I'm still in, forgot I'm still in polyframe mode, so let's get out of that. And now let's run it. Yeah, there we go. Looks like it might be showing one of the others. Let's see, it's really not. It's sort of doing what I wanted it to, but it's not quite. Still a little bit furry looking right in there. So it may be a matter, I may need to delete these and give this another shot. It just may need a little bit more coverage is all. So let's delete those. Okay. And let's bring up our our mask tool there, and then let's go to preview. And I'll probably want to reverse the colors here as well. So yeah, so my base I want to make pure white, since we're kind of inverting everything, and the tip, let's make a just light gray, and I want to try, let's see, since the tip is now the inside and that's the outside, let's try taking that to 3 and seeing what we get. It's hard to tell though because you're rendering opposite of these, and then I think what I want to do is turn my, let's go up to 75 on the max fibers, and hit accept. Yes, and then switch to the fibers and hide that. Yeah, that's better. That's starting to look like it's got paint on it. Still not quite clumped the way I really would like it to be, but let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and bring back the roller. Let's see what we get there. Yeah, and they're a little bit off the edge out there, so I may need to do a little bit of hiding with those. or grooming. Let's go back to this. Get that turned to a little bit steeper angle. Again, I think it's probably just a matter of going back and playing with some of the settings on the, for this to keep this from looking quite so fuzzy. Oh, I know what I forgot, and that's what's causing this to still look so fuzzy. These things are still, they're still fibers, and we want to make them, we want to drop that. We want fibers for the ones with no paint on it, but for paint we want it to look more like geometry. So here, let's see which of these ends is looking the best. Let me hide the thing there. This one is. So I want a mirror and weld along the Z axis. So what I'm going to do is come down to my mirror and weld and turn that to Z. And let's check it. I may have to actually mirror it first, so let me mirror and weld. Yep, that's the case. So let me undo that. And you notice how the geometry changed when I did that. So come down to deformation, and I want my mirror to be in Z, not X. So I'm going to mirror it, and then back up here, mirror and weld. And yeah, that beveled them over. That actually looks really nice. And so now this thing should, let's bring our tube back into play here, and I may again need to do a little bit of trimming on this, but yeah, this should really look like yeah, it has the paint on it. No, it's still not quite getting what I needed. Let's see, let me think about what I need to change for that. It's still looking pretty good here. I'm wondering if I just had it. Oh, I know exactly what's happening. Sorry. Yeah. The smooth normals was on. So for that one. So now it should render up and look like it has the kind of thick paint on it. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Yeah, see, now it has that kind of clumped quality here. And you probably need to do some Control-Alt, and you're getting rid of some of those, and a little bit of, you can do it on either end, and then there's a little much on that end. Let's take it down to about like that on that end, about like that on that one, and then let's turn on our symmetry and radial in Z and set that to 16. And then I think I can set this to a lasso, and you can Control Shift Alt select at a little bit of a bevel. Yeah, and that'll take those down. Let's do it to the other end, or again, I could mirror and weld it. A bit much. There we go. Yeah, so now it looks like it has a little bit of paint on it. In fact, let's going to flood it. Oh, in fact, yeah, while I've got this, go up and delete the hidden on that, and then let's fill it and maybe switch to a little bit brighter color. Oh, let me drop out of this, and I'll pick it up in the next video.